Hey everyone. Yeah, as you can see, I'm back in the old place again. Now, this chapter is interesting because by and large, it's not really anything like too spectacular, I guess you could say. As a lot of this chapter is really just kind of providing the context of what had led up to Aizawa appearing on the battlefield, but it is once again one of those chapters where it's heavily steeped in character and characterization. Like this, in a lot of ways, this was Aizawa's, even though it ultimately led back to to saving Izuku and whatnot. This was Aizawa's chapter. It was his chapter to show that, yeah, even after all this time, he's still he's still class 1A's teacher. He's still the most dependable hero on the fuck on in this story. If you ever need to know who to depend on the most, of who is the most dependable hero, it is Aizawa. He will always be there. He will always come in clutch with something in order to help when it's needed the most. And in this case, it's the other part of this that also the other person who also helped in this was Eri. Like and I really liked how Eri was handled in this chapter because it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, obviously Eri is a kid, so combat isn't going to be her so she's not going to be especially good in combat. She's going to be the weak link, but I do like the idea of using her horn in order to help heal Izuku. Like just pretty much that one little thing is enough to show Aries' resolve and her willingness to say everyone's putting their lives on the line. I want to do my part too. And yeah, just that one little thing is what help Izuku get back on his feet, get back in the game, so to speak. And yeah, I really like this. And okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Aries' whole thing of like of wanting to sing for class 1A for the world when all this is over. It's like I really like how I do really like how it is one of those things where even though Izuku was the one who saved her, you could say that 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 everyone else, that class 1A as a whole, is what helped inspire her. Like even though Izuku is the one who saved her from much overhaul and being used as a pawn in order to destroy Quirk's society and Hero Society. Now she's the one who's stepping up in order to save it. And just again, the idea that class 1A are the ones who helped motivate her to in order want to see this better done, in order to be and for her to say, I want to be the one who's there for them after all this is said and done. I want to be the one to kind of class 1A had sung for me and made me feel alive again. I want to do the same for them when this is all over. Like it's one of those very sweet. It's one of those sugary sweet moments, you could say, with that Eri, but it is very believable that she would say, yeah, I wanna be there for them. I wanna congratulate them when this is all said and done. I wanna throw them a party. I wanna sing for them, kind of thing. It's one of those things I really like that shows even as a child, Eri has grown and learned from the people around her, and it really is just, yeah, it's one of those just very sweet, tug at your heartstrings kind of moments. Like, yeah, it gets to you. Um, I think now, with all that said, I think the only thing I'm like, okay, it's one of those things that does work, but at the same time, also like, what's the context here? Like, it feels like I feel like Horikoshi is teasing us out that yes, that Oboro has returned, but the thing is it's that thing with it's that same problem I'm having with Kurogiri right now, which is that we're not really being given a 100% straight answer as to what's going on with Kodagiri. Has Oboro fully returned? Is that still is he still fighting through the Kurogiri part of himself? Like, he's not really making things all that clear. Now, I have to assume that I have to assume that this is just like another step in the direction of overall fighting, in order to gain his freedom, in order to gain his in order to gain his freedom back, in order to like just gain like his self worth, his identity back again. I think this might be another small part of that, but it's like, again, not entirely made clear. And yes, but so yeah, just kind of the one problem I had with the chapter, but it was also kind of, but contrary to that, it was also a very cool scene to see Aizawa just kind of rally people. Like, again, going off what I've been saying about Aizawa this entire review, it's nice to see kind of Aizawa just kind of rallying people together. Like, anyone who's coming with me to stop All for One, to save Izuku, come with me. And just getting that one scene of like of Class A showing up alongside Aizawa, it's like, yeah, it was just there's that fuck yeah, awesome kind of fuck yeah, we're in this, we're in the end game awesome kind of moment. And it what makes it even better too is you clearly see the Class 1A, like, especially have been banged up, but they're still fighting forward. It's kind of that, yeah, we're banged up, we're up against the wall, but we're still gonna fight, damn it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, even though I've ragged on the guy, even though I've ragged on the little bastard for like from the very beginning of this series, there is something relatively badass seeing Netta just all banged up, bandages over his eye, but he's still got that look of like, I'm gonna fuck you up kind of thing. Like, it's one of those things where it's kind of funny, but at the same time, yeah, kind of badass too, to see him like, yeah, get a little bit of a moment with him. Like, he don't get me wrong, he's had his moments throughout the series, but this is the one I'm saying like, okay, Mineta, kind of a badass. And now, as far as what this means for like being up against. Now, as far as what this means though against being up against All for One, I hope that scene of like Aizawa rallying people together wasn't just like was more to do is more gonna play into part next chapter, because yeah, we're kind of gonna need more people than just the small group of Class 1A that Aizawa brought, which I think he is, but it's like, yeah, you just haven't seen them yet. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. From my Twitter, Analyst Crunchyroll, wish notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and just share the video around, guys. Dark Knight signing off. Later, everyone.